Hey, what up, everybody? I hope all of y'all is having a blessed and humble day. Continue to have a blessed and humble evening. Man, it is beautiful outside. I hope, y'all come out. It's beautiful. I'm waiting for, listen, a little smoke and bake, a little wake and bake session this morning. I just wanted to talk real quick about the D4vd case, man. This case is wild as hell. Like, it goes to hear a lot, yo. Like, I was listening to the videos they sent me, and right now I'm listening to the true crime one because I'm trying to listen to the full live of the autopsy and the text messages and stuff like that. And I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Like, I'm hearing too many fucking excuses. I'm hearing too many excuses when it comes to this case, yo. Like, I feel as though this man should be behind bars already. Like, I don't know why they like, listen, man, they beating around the bush with this shit, yo. Like, they got text messages between them. Let's listen. Besides the text messages, besides everything else, besides, oh, now they're saying that they found text messages that she was actually threatening him, right? And they're taking this to a self-defense. She was 13 fucking years old. All right, he was grooming that little girl, and I'm starting to I'm starting to believe the content creators. I'm not gonna sit here and lie that are saying that the mom knew, the dad knew. Like, I was listening to some of them text messages. Blessings, Miss Chicago, blessings. I was listening to some of the listening because I can't say I was reading them. They were being read to me. So it seems like they're pleading a self-defense because she was threatening him, talking about, oh, that she saw him with the other girl, that she was gonna, mutilate his, Johnson and shit like that. Man, what female don't say shit like that when, they feel like, a man cheating or something? You know how many females I've heard say that shit? But at the end of the day, we're still talking about a 13-year-old girl who was still trying to find herself, all right, that was being groomed by a 20-year-old, right? Like, at the end of the fucking day, like, nobody's seeing that part. Now, in one of the text messages, it's you hear her saying that she was going to tell her dad about certain things that he was doing, right? And the way she's typing is the way, my kids would type, my son, my daughter, right? This generation's type of typing. And I'm listening, right? And the pictures that they got, the little screenshots. Oh, he's still shy. The screenshots and stuff like that. He's so cute. I feel as though that she could be, I don't know. Could the parents have known? It feels like they did. Because here's my thing, right? What I'm trying to say is, put yourselves in my shoes, right, for 1 second, and like see what I'm saying through my lens real quick, right? What parent would leave their 13-year-old alone for long periods of time with a grown man? Let's make that make sense. Like, she gave him permission to take her on a trip. I mean, that alone right there, like, come on, man, we got to be serious. This is kind of like sounding like a lot of, what a lot of these celebrities were doing back then, right? The R. Kelly situation where parents sign their kids off. I just can keep going down the line, man. Blessings, young Riaz. Like I said, this case is wild as shit, man. And I'm just like, how many more excuses are we going to give these predators before we either put them behind bars or in a casket? All right? He unalived that 13-year-old girl out of financial gain because that 13-year-old girl was going to ruin his whole career if she exposed all the shit that was in his phone. All the shit that cops and, detectives and investigators and all that shit that they found, man, she was going to put that out there out of jealousy, out of the heat of the moment. A 13-year-old that was emotional. And man, it's like I'm hearing excuses just to let him walk. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. Everything that he did, regardless of anything, regardless of her, sending text messages of her threatening him. All right. All right. At the end of the day, he was wrong in this whole situation. All right. Once all those text messages got out, everything got out. She's not here. He should be behind fucking bars. Like, what more excuses? Now they're saying, well, she could have set it up, da 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 da. No, at the end of the day, man, he knew what he was doing. Plus, he was stronger than her. I don't want to keep hearing this bullshit, man. This man belongs behind bars. And it's crazy how they isolate this whole case. Like, if, this case is not happening with plenty of other kids. We're talking about a motherfucker in his 20s that had a phone full of nothing more than just kiddie porn. And people want to still fucking give him the benefit of the doubt, give him excuses. There's too much evidence out on the wall for people to keep saying, oh, he's innocent, it was her fault. How the fuck was this a 13-year-old's fault? I blame the parents. I blame him. Him for trying to groom her and it failed. And the parents for not being, how can I say, responsible enough to protect her. All right, they were too neglectful, signing her papers off so that she can go on these little trips with him while he was doing them little tours and stuff like that. What made her parents think that, well, my 13-year-old daughter, man, she's not going to sit here. I see how hype she is. I see how much of a fangirl she is with him. No, she's not going to, agree to have sex with him. I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, a lot of this shit don't make sense, yo. And I ain't gonna sit here and lie. Like, I feel as though some people is just retarded. For real. Like, the judge, instead of taking this shit to trial, should have just put him away right there and then gave him a sentence. I thought he was sentenced when people were saying just sentence D4vd. I was like, oh shit, finally. No, this shit going to trial now. At the end of the day, regardless of those little fucking threats that she made through the phone, this man dismembered a 13-year-old girl just to get rid of the evidence. All right, like the cops got evidence that, his phone was pinging right along with her phone. It's just too much out there, man. I'm definitely going to do a review and reaction. It's going to be one of the topics we're going to speak on Saturday night, man. It's crazy, yo, for real. But we topic up. I got like 2 more topics we're gonna bring up Saturday night, y'all. It's a lot going on, man. I know I'm about to go into surgery soon, so I might, when I go into surgery, I might take maybe 2 days off while I recover myself from work, everything. So. Shit, I'm definitely trying to get this job done. Y'all know when my birthday comes, I'm going to take this little vacation. I want to do my little giveaway. So we're going to do the giveaway after my birthday. Everything is scheduled up. I'm trying to find the right time, the perfect opportunity to do this little giveaway. All right, we're going to be giving away $100. And we're going to be giving away 6 books and 4 hoodies. So let's see what happens that day. Like, I really appreciate the people that have been rocking out with a shorty that helped me get monetized. I'm gonna start being a little more, on my community wall. I know I don't be on there, John, as much, but I'm gonna start, posting more on the community wall and scheduling more. So everything is falling into place. I've just had to have a little patience. For a second, yo, man, I was losing faith in a lot of shit. Man, I've said this before on my channel when I went live and stuff like that, but as time passed by, man, I had to learn that, patience is the key to everything. Like, without patience, man, you're not going to get nowhere. And then you have to, be confident in yourself. Confident that you'll be able to do the things that, that those that are around you think that you can't do. Because at the end of the day, people will use your weakness or your kindness for weakness. There's a lot going on, man. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. So within the, with the books and everything, I'm waiting to publish the next poem book. That might be around. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. Around October, November, y'all gonna start seeing more books getting published. And then some music to go along with it. That's why I was trying to tell people. Like, a lot of people was like, why don't I just really get into the music? I'm having fun with it. I'm gonna take advantage of it right now, use it for my book, promote my book and stuff like that. And there's a lot of songs and a lot of poems that I got, a lot of poems that I could turn into songs that's gonna go right for the book that I'm making for myself. That one, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I might end up publishing that one around 2028. So that book is gonna take me a little minute because it's like it's hard to get into details, right? When you're a survivor, and a lot of people don't understand that, right? Like I had to learn how to walk away from a lot of situations, from a lot of topics, a lot of conversations, from a lot of people that didn't understand, the path that I was taking and the things that I went through. So, hey, good morning. I had to learn how to, choose my circles properly. Damn, it's nice as shit, and I'm mad, yo. I've been really stuck in this house for almost 2 weeks, and I gotta wait for this surgery, man. At least the surgery gonna be before my birthday, so I don't care, yo. I was just starting to go back out, and boom, oh, you gotta get the surgery done. Shit, but I need it though, cause I want to be able to work and not have no issues, none of that, man. We are not taking 10 steps backwards. It is a lot going on, yo. But I'm proud. Listen, man. I know my daughter was today helping out with the community. They was having a block party, and she helped them out. They was organizing the block party, cleaning everything out and stuff like that. And she gonna get paid for volunteering. I was like, yeah. And I'm hyped as shit that my son finally decided. He finally decided what he wanted to do. So we gonna sign him up for Job Corp. It's better than being out on these streets, man. I'm trying to get them together off and keep them on track off these streets and shit. Get their lives right. Listen, my 19-year-old, for the ones that have been, because a lot of people have been asking me about my son, and I haven't really, touched on it a lot. But I'm glad my 19-year-old is back. He's about to get back on all his services. Um, man. Like, don't deny them the services that they got. Like, if you're in Pennsylvania, man, Pennsylvania got a lot of resources for kids with autism, and it doesn't hold them back. They're able to go to work. They're able, to do the things that they gotta do. So it's like, man, stop blocking your kid's blessing because you think that somebody's gonna look at them a certain way, yo. For real, for real. But everything, like I said, man, I was trying to do this yesterday, but I got a little caught up trying to put the music out there and just let that John play. But yeah. But hopefully, man, they fucking lock away that D4vd guy, man, because there's a lot of men out here. Oh yeah, that's another thing, man. Well, I'm gonna say that in 1 second. I'm gonna finish saying this. There's a lot of men out here, man, that prey on young ladies, all right? And I don't know why there's so many parents out here that feel so comfortable with, just leaving their minor children alone with grown folks that they have no idea who they are or what they do in their spare time. See where I'm coming from? Just because of a status. Like, I know a lot of people have told me, like, don't think like that. The parents could have been there. She could have been a hard-headed kid, man. You know how many parents out here I've seen, all right, not give up on their kids, or how can I say? That's not the right shit to say. How many parents I've seen with kids that are hard-headed, all right, and they still don't do that dumb shit. Like, I don't want to keep hearing, oh, the little girl was to blame. There's too many people saying that, man. Shout out to the real ones that keep this shit neutral. All right, y'all know we keep it neutral over here. We fight for the men, we fight for the women. But at the end of the day, man, fuck that. We build caskets for predators, yo. We building caskets up in this bitch. Like, men like that deserve to be underground. It's like that other video that we gotta react to of a principal. No, was it a principal? I think it was an army veteran turned teacher, some shit like that. He got arrested for, how can I say, for playing sex games with children. So That's another video. Like, shout out to the ones that, send me them type of videos. I appreciate that, man. Like, listen, man, fuck all this drama bullshit, man. If you gonna hit my Instagram, yo, for real, man. If you gonna hit them DMs, send me videos like that I can review and react to, man. Don't send me no bullshit drama. Please, 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 man. I'm dead serious. Why I accept that? Because I don't be on Facebook as much as I used to. And I don't be on Instagram as much as I used to. So it's like when y'all send me these videos or like shit, I don't mind reviewing and reacting to them. That shit already. I know it's a beautiful day out here, man. I'm about to go to fuck inside. I just wanted to come out here real quick and speak on that D4vd case. Even though I'm going to touch on it Saturday night, I just wanted to come out here and give my opinion. Men like him should be behind bars. They shouldn't be given so many chances. Listen, this little fucking stupid little trick that the defense got up. You know what's crazy? This is why I say the justice system ain't shit. They be playing around with people's lives, for real, for real. You got the innocent in the inside and you got the fucking, how can I say, the corrupted outside, for real. And boy, I'm not gonna sit here. Listen, all I'm gonna say is this, right? If you're a parent, town hall. All right, it's time to start changing these policies when it comes to these predators. They shouldn't listen. These judges. Shout out to the judges that give these predators some real time. All right, but me for real. Hopefully they lock him up, throw away the key. But I ain't gonna sit here and lie. I'm hoping it, because they say in California I got the death sentence. I'm hoping they got the death sentence. All right, because he didn't just take the innocence of a child, man. He unalived her. I don't give a fuck how bad a child is. All right, as a parent, it's your job, all right, to chastise and discipline your child, not abuse, chastise and discipline your child. But when you give other motherfuckers access to your child, I can't respect that. I can't respect that, because I've seen parents out here work, all right, like 2 to 3 jobs and be busy, caught up, and yet they still do what they got to do for their fucking kids. Single parents, all right? So you're not going to sit here and tell me that in a household of 2 parents, not one of them noticed that something was off with their daughter and that dude. Man, get the fuck out my face with that bullshit, all right? There's parents out there that do that. I don't give a fuck if they was in the courtroom crying. They was probably crying because, their fucking conscience wouldn't let them, how can I say, keep it together. A guilty conscience. Shit. They knew what the fuck was going on, but they wanted that fucking bread. There's a lot of parents out there that would sell their kids for money, man. That's why I say it ain't always believe all women, all right? And not all parents are meant to be parents. But with that being said, man, I'm going to get off this, John. I'm going to see you on my next live. I'm out, yo, man. Let us surely know what y'all think about this D4vd case. All right, leave in the comments down below. Let's get the conversation started, man. Do y'all believe that he should be behind bars? Or do y'all believe that they should actually hit him with the death sentence? And I feel as though they should hit him with the death sentence. But, we all think differently. I just wanted y'all to see it, through my lens real quick. My opinion, my perspective, because it's wild, man. Once I get the autopsy result, for those of y'all asking me about the Norland Wells, then we'll actually hit on the Norland Wells. There's a lot going on with the Norland Wells, and I don't like touching topics when they're viral. I'll wait for it to die down a little bit, gather all my, my evidence and everything, and then I'll do a live. I've tried doing lives, while the John is viral, and there's like too much misinformation going around. So I'll wait for the shit to die down. Because right now it's like a whole novella. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. So when the Nolan Wells case dies down a little bit, then we'll touch on the subject.